Hey guys, welcome to the lineup show. I appreciate you being here. I apologize right now for any background noise. It's kind of loud where I'm at, but hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, we got a pretty exciting game tonight between the Rams and Seattle. I think it's exciting because you have Puka Nacua, who's averaging 23.3 fantasy points a game, going up against Jackson Smith and Jigba, who's averaging 23.8 fantasy points per game. I have to say they're the two highest salaried players on tonight's slate. They're not too far apart salary-wise, but I will say this. I prefer Jackson Smith and Jigba tonight over Puka Nacua because of the matchup. So the Rams are 28th against the wide receiver, 19th in pass yards allowed per game, giving up 219.7 pass yards a game. I think this is an excellent spot for Jackson Smith and Jigba. And if there's a way that we can figure out to make him our captain, I think that's probably going to be best in this game, personally. I do like Puka Nacua, not because I like his matchup. His matchup is terrible. Seattle's 5th against the wide receiver, 7th in pass yards allowed, only giving up 191.4 on average pass yards. But he's Puka Nacua. And Devontae Adams is doubtful in this game, so they are going to need to throw to somebody. And I have a feeling Puka Nacua is going to get a lot of work tonight. With that said, I don't like Matthew Stafford's matchup either. Seattle is 7th against the quarterback, 7th in pass yards allowed on average per game, as we said. So I think that it's not a very good spot for him. But he's also Matthew Stafford, so I think he's going to get some points tonight. I don't know that he's going to get a lot of points, but I expect him probably to be somewhere between, like, I don't know, 16 and 20 points is probably what I would assume. But there's a chance he could get hot and just put up a bunch of points anyways against these Rams. I don't like Kyren Williams' matchup either, I'll say that, but I've had some missed opportunities with him where he had bad matchups and he did good anyways. So I'm not sure. I want to blame you for playing him. I don't think I'm going to play him tonight. Seattle is 7th against the running back position, 3rd in rush yards allowed per game, 91.6 on average. So they're pretty strong against the run, but he can also catch passes. So I can't blame you really for playing him either, but I'm not going to do it most likely. Sam Darnold here, I don't love the matchup, but I don't dislike it. It's just kind of average, I feel like, for me, kind of midway. So I guess with that said, I'll just tell you the Rams are 15th against the quarterback, 19th in pass yards allowed per game. That's about 219.7 on average. So if I was to play a quarterback, I think it would probably be Sam Darnold. I don't know. I trust Matthew Stafford a heck of a lot more, but I don't like his matchup at all. I kind of think they're going to probably get about pretty close to the similar points tonight. I mean, I could be way wrong on that, but that's just kind of my thinking. Don't like Kenneth Walker III's matchup at all here. The Rams are 3rd against the running back, 9th in rush yards allowed per game, and he only averages 10.3 fantasy points a game anyways, so I don't like it. I do like Rashid Shaheed. I think he's in a great spot here. I was going to say because of injuries, but it's not because of injuries. It's just he's in a great spot here. I think the injuries I was thinking about was Devontae Adams on the Rams side of things, helping Puka Nacua, and probably some of the backup receivers, I guess, for the Rams, excuse me. But I think, honestly, that's probably going to be more of a tight end thing than wide receivers. We'll get to that in a second, but I want to go over and just see if there's anyone else here that I'm missing that I like. I don't think I like Charbonnet here. Yep, that's pretty much it. So it comes down to Colby Parkinson. I expect Colby Parkinson to have a huge game tonight. He had 7 targets last week, 5 receptions, 24.5 fantasy points. And Seattle's 27th against the tight end. So if I had to pick, I know he only averages 8 fantasy points a game, but with Devontae Adams most likely not playing, I think he's going to do a lot better. And if I had to pick another captain other than Jackson Smith and Jigba, it would probably be Parkinson. And I might even end up playing him just to get more studs in here. But we'll see, salary-wise, what we end up with when I make my lineup. I also like Myers here. I don't like his matchup. Rams are 10th against the kicker, but he literally averages 13 fantasy points a game and got 24 fantasy points against the Colts. I think this guy, you could probably play him in any game that he plays. At this point, it just seems like they like to kick field goals. I'm not sure that's a good thing, because that probably means they're not scoring a whole lot, but don't really care for the kicker for the Rams here. I just don't know that they're going to be kicking a lot of field goals in this game. You have Corum, but I don't think I like Blake Corum in this spot. Yeah. If I don't like Kyron Williams in this spot, I'm not going to like Corum. Barner, I think, is it's an okay matchup. The Rams are 14th against the tight end. So they're not like great against the tight end, but they're not terrible either. I think it's an okay spot. If you need a player to play, go ahead, throw him in, but I don't think I'm going to play him in this one. For some reason, I kind of like the Rams defense. I don't know why. They don't really... Well, they're pretty solid. They average 8 fantasy points a game. I just don't know that they're going to be able to hold back Seattle tonight in Seattle. The Seahawks have had a very good defense, averaging 11.1 fantasy points a game. Honestly, I could see them doing better tonight, just because Devontae Adams is out, injuries, things like that. They're playing in Seattle. I think this could be a strong defensive game for the Seahawks. Possibly. But I also think Matthew Stafford knows what he's doing. He knows how to play the game of football, and he's got some offensive weapons. So, I don't know. It's a strong offense against a strong defense. From what I've seen in those scenarios, the defense tends to win out. I mean, defense wins championships. That's what I was always taught. And so far, I think that's held true. That's how my Broncos got destroyed in the Super Bowl, I believe, in 2013 or something. Had a fantastic offense that year, but the Seahawks, of all defenses, took care of business that night. But nevertheless, they made it back when the Broncos had a strong defense, and they won against the Panthers in 2015, I believe. Yeah, sorry to get sidetracked there. I don't know if I like Tutu Atwell or not. Technically, if you look at the depth chart, he's actually not listed as the number 2 guy. It's actually Mumfield, and then Atwell, and then Whittington. I'm not sure that that's really how it plays out if you look at the targets and break them down. But I honestly think it's going to be more tight ends. I think it's going to be Puka Nacua and tight ends for the Rams in this game. That's just how I see this one playing out. I don't see the backup receivers getting a whole lot. I do possibly, expect one to get a touchdown maybe or something, but I don't know that I expect them to get a ton of work. But they also have other tight ends. They have Davis Allen, who got 4 targets last week. He does get some looks and maybe could get an end zone look in this game. And then you also have Ferguson, who also gets some targets. Not many, but he does get some targets. Doesn't look like he gets a lot of catches. So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Looks like you also have this White character, Cody White. I'm not even sure who that is, but apparently he had a couple targets, one in week 13, one in week 14, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start making a lineup. Don't mean to just daddle on in this video. Not sure what daddle on means. I'm not sure I've ever heard of that one, but I'm gonna put Jackson Smith and Jigba as my captain. I'm gonna put Puka Nacua in there. For now, I'm going to skip the quarterbacks. I'm going to go to Shaheed. I'm going to go down. I don't know if I mentioned Cooper Kupp. Guys, he's Cooper Kupp. He hasn't done a lot this year, I think, because of Jackson Smith and Jigba. But he's still a capable football player, I have to believe. So, yeah, I could see him definitely getting some fantasy points as well. I'm going to throw in Parkinson there, and who do we have? Just checking. I think I like Meyer in this one. That does not leave a whole lot fantasy-wise. So that does not have any quarterback in our lineup. That does not earn my lineup. I like to say we for some reason. That leaves me with no quarterback in the lineup. Leaves me with no running back really in the lineup. And I kind of do want Cooper Kupp in there, but that's okay. I'll leave him out. I got Shaheed in there as well. So from there, I think I would put Allen if I had to pick. But also Mumfield, I guess, could see more targets in this game. He only saw 1 last week, so maybe I'll scan through and see if I can find someone better in there. If you guys know of a good cheap option, let us all know, please. Unless you don't want to give away your secrets. But I still have 800 remaining salary-wise. This is what I've come up with. I'm not sure that I like not having a quarterback in here, so I might change it. But these are the players I like the most. As far as matchups and stuff go, and yeah, there you have it. So I might try to figure out how to get a quarterback in there. I'm hoping it's not necessary in this one. I'm hoping the quarterbacks just do okay. They don't do great, and that this will be enough. But if you're looking at the average fantasy points per game, the top 2 are the only ones that average a whole lot. The other ones don't average a lot, but they have great matchups. And because of injuries and stuff, I expect more usage. But yeah, hey, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a fantastic night tonight, that you have a good fantasy game or a good DFS game. And I hope you come in a winning bracket for sure. And I will talk to you. I believe we have games on Saturday, so I should have something up here before Saturday. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.